Cancer, a lot of interesting things are coming through. Typically, I pull an oracle card to get the theme of your reading before I start with you and before I turn on the camera, but I felt guided to jump right in because there is so much and I don't want to lose the thread here. The first thing that I got is that somebody is responding to your energy, to your faith, to your prayers, to your connection with source, spirit, your intuition, your psychic abilities. It's like somebody senses it. I'm just going to light this Palo Santo because it feels like whatever or whoever is sensing your power or your connection or your ability to call the universe into you is what I'm getting. It's just like it's stirring up some energy. You're suddenly being noticed. And this could be like energetically you're being noticed more. Maybe on the 5D. I don't know. I don't know. But it feels like there's a little bit of a stir, a rumbling. And it's coming because your vibration is so notable. Like it's felt in the ethers. Like it's felt. And by others as well. So I feel like that's just something to be aware of and cautious of, and to make sure that you are always conscious and conscious, that you are always cautious, I wanted to say, and conscious, something about your conscience. But this is interesting how we're getting tongue-tied here. This could be a message for someone getting tongue-tied around something, or the letter C. Conscience, cautious, and consciousness. Whoa. Okay, so there's something going on there because I feel like your mind is magnetic. It's sending out some kind of energy, like a little bit of a signal, and I'm not sure who's picking up on it, is what I want to say. I'm not sure who or what is picking up on your energy. So know how powerful you are and take the right measures and actions. I'm hearing even procedures to do things properly so that you are protected, so that you are aware of what's going on around you and what needs to be done. Now, this could be more literal. You're involved in something and there's very specific procedures or rules or something that you need to follow, and you just need to be conscious of this. It's very interesting how I'm having trouble with those words. Okay, conscience. Maybe someone doesn't have a conscience here, someone that you're dealing with. Okay. The messages that I got here, I'll tell you, there's quite a few. The first thing that I got, and this is kind of funny, and it came through when I was, doing my opening little ritual that I do with my singing bowl and all of that. And it kind of came through in the middle of that, which typically I don't receive messages during that time. I'm just kind of like in this meditative state. But I got this message and I asked Spirit if I should share it with you. And I got a resounding, yeah, go ahead. If you want, go ahead. So maybe it's for you. But I heard imagine. So I'm not saying this is necessarily like a direct download that this is true, but I heard imagine your spirit guides are the bacteria that live inside of you, which made me laugh because, there's a lot of science right now about the consciousness. Oh, interesting. Here we go. Okay, so this is related about how bacteria affects your consciousness. It affects your mood. It affects the way you think. It's a whole like micro organism system going on in you, microcosm inside of you. Okay, so this could be a metaphor that all of the things that are going on inside of you are really affecting you, but this could even be on a physical level. So maybe you've been sick, or you're feeling better, or you need to cleanse, or you need to eat some more. There's something about treating your spirit guides, I almost said guards, but spirit guides as if they live inside of you, which they do. Okay. Yeah, so that was kind of like this weird side message. Then I heard you're being called upon in a big way. And I asked Spirit to do what? And I got to drive the vehicle. And I didn't know what that was, but then Chariot dawned on me. That's your major arcana card. To drive the vehicle, you are being called upon to step into your higher level of consciousness, which is the chariot energy, which is going forward, expecting the unexpected, being brave, being courageous, feeling supported by the forces of the dark and the light, the yin and the yang. Okay, feeling balanced within and knowing that the cosmos are your canopy above you. Okay, maybe your protection of some sort. Then I felt very guided to go to this book and look at the chariot, which I know what the chariot means, of course. But this is the very first tarot book I've ever had. We will get into cards, I promise. And if this isn't your jam, this isn't your style, then you could just not watch it, okay? But this is how I do things. So this is the very first tarot book that I was ever given to me from my mom when I was 13, along with my first tarot cards. So it's very old and worn, and pages are falling out. But it's interesting. I recommend this book, actually, especially if you're new to tarot, because they break down the meaning of the cards by different things that are going on: the physical body, finances, time, friends, etc. So anyways, I just took a peek at the chariot to see if I could get, some new information or remember something that I forgot. And the high priest just fell out. See, I told you it's an old book. High priestess just fell out. So maybe that's a message too. But what I got here, my eye immediately went to these questions. Should I do this or that? Is it this or that? Will it work out or won't it? And it feels like there's some uncertainty, but the chariot is about success moving forward as long as you can expect the unexpected. And I got the unexpected works out in your favor. So there's something about Aquarius energy perhaps for some of you, but going back to the original source of something. And I got the year 2015. Also, some names came through. If these don't mean anything to you, that's totally okay. But I just feel guided to say them. Johnny, the letter B, Nancy, and Patty. Some of these names sound like they're going back a little bit in time. They were more popular names at earlier eras, perhaps. There's also something about maybe slowing down to make sure you're using the correct words in a situation. If you're pushing for a resolution, it's because you're afraid of losing control. So again, remember that you're the chariot, and that control that you seek and that you have comes from your inner balance. Okay. So, 8 minutes. Okay. Let's see, Cancer, what's going on? What's going on for you? There might be something involving finances for some of you. I don't know why I brought these down here, but my money tree has been chewed on by my cats. So I just took these leaves off so that the tree doesn't send a lot of energy trying to repair something that cannot be repaired. This is a message. So I took these off to prune it a little bit to allow it to flourish and grow and put the energy where it needs to put it, or where it would be actually beneficial and fruitful, rather than wasting it on these torn off ends. So that's a metaphor for someone. Perhaps you need to cut something off that's taking a lot of your energy, or asking you to repair it and fix it when there's no repair. That can happen here. And perhaps the situation came to some kind of difficult ending because you trusted your intuition. Okay? I'm going to keep them here. Maybe I'll scry into them. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. For Cancer, what is the theme of the reading? Oh, yes. Crown games, right use of power, number 8. Okay, and the number 8 is significant, which is strength, which is right after the chariot. So the chariot is heading towards strength. You are heading towards courage, right now, or your courage is going to pay off in a big way. But this is why it's important for you not to push for a resolution if you feel like that push is coming from fear or feeling like you're going to lose some kind of control, because that wouldn't be your right use of power to push for a resolution in that way. Your power is a quiet power, a deep, quiet power, and you act when it's necessary. So it's important for you to use your power wisely at this time. And I started, right, with following the rules, the regulations, getting your words right use of power, because there is some kind of power dynamic here that's happening. And maybe these are the energies that are sensing you. They're sensing your power. And they either want to play with that power in this game, or maybe they're trying to throw your game off in a sense. Okay, let's keep going. The bottom we have falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Whoever else is involved in this power dynamic here, whether that's a situation, a person, a thought form, a part of you, whatever this other thing is, there's a lack of spiritual inclination in their actions. They're not thinking about things for the highest good of all. So they're either acting impulsively, selfishly, or they're acting on someone else's behalf without being aware of the consequences. This is what I'm getting. Okay, let me just get these notes where I can see them. Called upon in a big way to use your power. I'm hearing arbiter, the arbiter of justice. Perhaps you're bringing justice to a situation, Cancer. So let's see the energies that are supporting you. Energies supporting Cancer, spirit guides. Potential and truth. Ooh, this is giving me the heebie-jeebies. This little caterpillar. I mean, I like caterpillars, but there's something about this. Actually, I just saw a few caterpillars around my home, white ones, and I read online that they're poisonous, and if you touch them, they can cause a skin reaction, and they can be deadly for animals. White caterpillar, poisonous. The truth has been poisoned in a situation, okay? Somebody has been not truthful. They've contaminated it. This is reminding me of those spirit guides being the bacteria. Maybe someone feels guided, but their guidance isn't coming from a spiritually intelligent place. It could be coming from lower forms of energy, their actions in this power game. As the strength for you, truth and potential, you have the potential here to have the truth revealed. And I'm hearing squandered. It could be that this potential to have the truth revealed has been squandered up until this moment. Like it hasn't been able to come out, or you haven't been able to take action like you can now. For whatever reason, maybe it's astrological, I don't know. But right now you're being called, this is intense. You're being called upon in a big way to, these cards just fell out, to reveal the truth or have the truth revealed. You might not actually be taking the actions, I'm not sure yet. But I see glory and signs with a feather. You might be seeing feathers, but you're certainly seeing signs. Or maybe you could use things around in nature to scry, okay, to receive downloads and answers, or see what comes up from your subconscious mind, what truths and intuitions you hold inside about something. The high priestess falling out. Yeah, it's like information wants to come to you, Cancer. And there is some victory here, glory in the situation. And I feel like it's not just for you, but it's also for someone else. Like maybe somebody who's on someone you care about. Okay, there's a victory there for that energy too. 3 more. The challenge, moon, something being hidden. Okay, let's see. And indoctrinated. See, this is what I'm saying. We have rise, and it's reminding me of the moon rise. Something's off, okay? You felt like something's been off, or you've maybe already received confirmation about your intuition, but it feels like somebody here has been indoctrinated by their shadow side. Their lower forms of energy are guiding them, telling them what to do in this power game. I want more clarity, though, Spirit, on what this power game is all about, right? Use of power, crown games. It's like, this is really dramatic, so just take it as a kind of metaphor, but it feels like a battle between good versus evil, light versus dark. Not saying dark is evil in any way, but it's like polar opposite, like some battle between polar opposites. It's interesting. Now again, this could be within you, and you need to figure out which side of you to draw upon at this time. Sometimes we need to draw upon our shadow, but I feel like not this time. Okay. And what I mean by that is the truth will prevail in this situation. Doesn't mean you can't be strategic, but the truth will prevail. And I feel like this bird here is just waiting to sing the truth. Just waiting for the right time. Yeah, and look, it's like this caterpillar is poisonous because I'm associating it with the white caterpillar to animals. But see, it's like this bird knows that something is potentially dangerous. And so perhaps you've been holding something in or holding on to something until the danger recedes, or until you receive some form of green light, the sign. Moon and indoctrination for the challenge. Somebody over here, again, this could be used, so please keep an open mind. But somebody over here has been told what to do. They're not thinking for themselves in some way, or they're not thinking from their higher self. Tell me about this crown game. What is this crown game, Spirit, for Cancers, wherever Cancer is in your chart? Reincarnation, something coming up, coming back around, falling, seduction, and house, and remembrance. This could be family related for some of you, or somebody is trying to seduce someone when it comes to a big opportunity like a house or moving or a promise of something. A promise to pay. I'm hearing there's a promise to pay out someone. There could also be a situation where something from the past is being revealed. You can't hold on to it anymore, so you need to release it. And in you releasing it, something comes out. But it's in your hands, right? Expect the unexpected. But at the same time, you're the chariot. You're the one pushing the movement forward. It's in your hands. Someone could have been seduced to make a big purchase, to move somewhere, to dream up a certain dream that was perhaps not true. Okay, I'm going to leave it a little bit general and just leave it there for now. Everybody's dealing with different circumstances, different situations, a different story. So I just want to read the energy for now. But if anything more specific comes through, of course, I'll say it. Let's get some charms. Taurus, a rocket, which reminds me of Elon Musk. I don't know. Maybe that means something to you. Handcuffs, the letter R, the letter B, the letter N, the letter S. A crescent moon, an alligator. You could have had a very significant dream 8 months ago or a while ago that tipped you off around something that's going on here. The letter A, there's something about a form, some kind of form that's being filled out. Another A, the letter V, and a mushroom. Yeah, it's like something's been growing underground for a while here. This needs to come to some kind of resolution, or something's going to happen. Okay, you're being called upon in a big way. So let's get into this, Spirit. Let's see what's going on here for Cancers. For Cancers. If you're new here and you're still here, welcome. My name is Andy. This is 13 Moon Tarot. So nice to have you. My Venus is in Cancer. If you're returning, welcome back, guys. I love Cancer energy. I love reading for Cancer. My nose just started really tingling there. I love reading for Cancer energy because I feel like there's a certain level of understanding that you have. You're good at reading between the lines. You're good at picking up on things intuitively. Not everything needs to be spelled out to the T. Yeah, I'm seeing like that game, The Hangman. Yeah, it's like you know what is trying to be said without it actually being said. Okay. Wow. What is going on? 3 of Swords at the bottom, Knight of Cups. Someone's delivering some upsetting news or information to someone. Doesn't have to be coming towards you. It could be coming towards someone else. It's guided, though, with Temperance. Chariot underneath. Yeah, you are guiding the delivery of some Hangman. Of some harsh information. You might not even realize you're doing this. Unexpected. You just feel this drive to keep going forward, and unexpectedly balance is restored by you doing this. Because you waited, Hangman, a long time before you took this action because you weren't called yet. And maybe you haven't experienced the call just yet, but it's going to happen real soon. Going back to the original source, 2015. I don't know what that is. I mean, it's probably very unique for someone's specific message. But maybe something was happening astrologically at that time. Knight of Cups and 3 of Swords. The intention, though, of delivering this painful news or information or knowledge, that whoever's doing this is not doing it out of spite. It's just kind of like their duty with Temperance backing them. Yeah, I feel like someone's having a little bit of a rude awakening to the truth. You might also be shocked at the truth that is revealed. But it's for your benefit with the Glory card. Okay, 9 of Pentacles for your overall energy. This is you being independent, relying on your own resources. I feel like you might be getting counseled by some people, but you're not being indoctrinated. The 9 of Pentacles is free, sovereignty. So this may even be a situation in which you're not directly involved. I don't know. Let's see. Or it's not going to you feel as though deep down it's not going to trouble you. I'm getting something like upset your apple cart. It's not going to upset your apple cart. Four of Cups. Yeah, it's whatever's going on here and however you choose to use your power. I feel like you're able to do this because you've come to some acceptance, or you feel as though you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You're choosing to do it. You're making a conscious choice. Okay. Four of Pentacles for what you don't see coming. With the smoke here, I feel like somebody's desire to hold something in, or to be greedy with something, miserly with the truth, miserly with their money, just miserly in general, it's going up in smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Something doesn't sound right, doesn't make sense, then there's a reason for that. The truth always makes sense. Four of Pentacles. Moon, Page of Pentacles, and Two of Wands. You had a choice here, or you're being given a choice, whether you want to see the truth or not. Two of Wands. It's like you're at a fork in the road. The moon over here. Do you want to go towards the moon and pursue that and see what that's all about? What's being hidden? What's the illusion here? Or not? And because the Page of Pentacles is showing up, this is the card of learning, a student. And so I feel like unexpectedly you decide, I actually do want to pursue the truth. I do want the truth to be revealed to me. And again, I don't feel like all of you necessarily need to take an action, but it's even just voicing that to Spirit, telling Spirit that I am okay with the truth. I am okay to have that revealed to me now. I do want to learn about that. And so that anything that was being held back from you goes up in smoke. Because the potential for you to know everything is right here. Because you're equipped to deal with it. Psychologically, emotionally. Now, if you feel like you're not, and some of you will feel that, like, what if the truth is so bad it just breaks me? What do you want to say to that, Spirit? Mortality in reverse. It won't kill you. I know this is cliche, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The doe, you turn from the doe into the wolf. But if you are scared, terror of learning the truth, then first you need to work on why that is before you open yourself up to receive the truth. Okay, that's just for some of you. Seven of Cups for your opportunity. This is the card of confusion, illusion, choices. This is clearing up confusion. That's your opportunity. Clearing up the illusions. Someone has distorted a situation. You know when you put a glass cup in front of something and then whatever it's looking onto looks all wonky and distorted? That's what I'm seeing here. It's like someone's tried to place a distortion in front of the truth. And your opportunity is to remove that cup. Remove that cup. Tell me a little bit more, Spirit. Seven of Cups. Seven of Swords over there too. Seven with the Chariot. 3 sevens on the Chariot just came out. 777. And this book did say something about sevens when I was looking at the Chariot. Let me just see what it says here. Going back to the original. This is my original source, right? Going back to the original source. Maybe there's an old book or an old diary or journal you need to look at, or something when you were 13 even. Many sevens indicate a period of introspection or solitude. They can also indicate unlooked for advantages or gains through things that come unexpectedly. Yes, you are going to gain an advantage or the truth unexpectedly, Cancer. The opportunity is to expect the unexpected and keep going forward using your intelligence and your intuition, and being very cautious and careful to make sure that you are using your power in the right way. Okay? Justice for the challenge. There is something unbalanced here, which is why the Crown Games card is coming up. Power struggle. So the challenge is having to deal with that. Whenever we have to deal with an unjust situation, it challenges us. It asks us to draw upon our inner reserves of strength and courage. And are we going to walk away and let something be unjust, unfair, or are we going to seek to restore justice? And sometimes we do need to walk away, and that is the just thing to do. But I see you doing a little bit of almost a U-turn here, or maybe it's not a U-turn, but there is something that you're being called upon to bring to justice, to bring into balance. You're to drive the vehicle of justice. But it's challenging because you're dealing with a lot of smoke and mirrors, illusions. And that's hard. Sometimes we just want to give up, or we start second guessing ourselves. Remember, the truth always makes sense. Where there's smoke, there's fire. If something's not making sense or not adding up, it's not true. Or there's something in there that you're not seeing. Something that's being hidden. The magician. Something that's being manipulated, concocted. Somebody here is trying to manipulate justice. Death. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. The sun. No, because the truth is being revealed. There's a situation that's being where maybe you or someone you know is being manipulated in some way. Could be behind the scenes or right in front of your face. But if you use your power correctly, then it's going to come to an end. But that is a big if. Okay? So your free will decisions in this unfolding is very important. And what did we say with these leaves? Doing some pruning to make sure you're putting your energy in the right places. So you can still deal with whatever this is while tending to your garden. Don't give up on the things that matter to you. Okay. Yeah, some of you maybe have a hobby or a talent, a skill, a passion that's been kind of on the back burner. I'm seeing someone here with a canvas and some paints, and they bought all the things and they set it all up, but they don't have time, or they look at it every day and they're like, I don't have the energy to paint today, but they're a painter. Okay, so there's something about whatever you're passionate about, don't give up on that. Find time for that while still dealing with whatever you need to deal with while you're being called upon, because that will fill your energy tank. Whatever it is that you want to do creatively or that makes you feel good and happy, that restores you so that you can deal with whatever this is. It gives you energy, the sun, 8 of Pentacles, to keep working on this. But I do have to say, Cancer, you're dealing with some sticky situation here. And I feel like whatever this is that you're up against, there's something unknown about it. Like maybe they're talking to people you don't know, or they're trying to find resources, or there's something here. When I lit the Palo Santo, I don't know, there's something, you've caught someone's attention and you weren't on their radar before, I feel like. Anything else before I move on to the last few cards? Anything else, Spirit? Rebirth, barrier, and cleansing. There's those spirit guides. Luck at the bottom. Some of you maybe want to do the I Ching if you're into that, or the I Ching, whatever you want to call it, or however you pronounce it, I should say. Luck. There's some kind of luck here for you, but you create your own luck. Or something about a coin. I'm also seeing this coin says United States on it, so there could be something about the US that's important to you. Okay, so the cards I got here are rebirth, barrier, and cleansing. Whatever barriers you've been facing for your rebirth, they're being removed. Okay? This has something to do with the way you've treated your guides, like you've treated your guides well, or you've built a better relationship with your concept of spirit world. And this is helping you cleanse out the negative blockages, or just the blockages in general. Your advice, Cancer, world. You have a perspective of this situation that others do not. It's partly because you're somewhat removed from it, maybe emotionally, or maybe it's not directly impacting your life, as I said before, or you've grown, matured, healed, whatever. It's like you can look at it as if it's in your hand and be like, what's on that side? What's on this side? Okay, I see that. I see this angle. So there's something where Spirit is wanting you to know that you have an advantage because you can see things that others can't about this situation, because perhaps your passions aren't so embroiled in, like your emotions aren't clouding your judgment, or that could be the advice, not to let your emotions cloud your judgment. Some of you might need to travel somewhere for this, or there's something about travel, and that is suggested with the World card, that you go ahead and do that. There's information coming from afar or something like that. There's also something about scrying. She's doing that here, and I've mentioned that a few times. What else, Spirit? This will come to a resolution or a conclusion. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you have the opportunity right now to bring something to a close by revealing the truth, or allowing the truth to be revealed. There's also, again, or it could be information given to you that allows you to bring a painful situation, Three of Swords, to a close. Somebody is going to feel the weight of their own deception, because what we have for the next 3 months, what's manifesting? The Seven of Swords. And that's trickery, cunning behavior, deception, thievery. So let's see what's happening with the Seven of Swords. Strength, Page of Swords, Emperor, Two of Swords, King of Cups. Well, there's a lot of people involved here. And the Knight of Cups. I feel like someone's becoming aware of someone's deception because another person is pointing it out. Someone is making a decision as well what to do about this. Hold on. Let's get just 1 or 2 cards, Spirit, for the Seven of Swords. King of Pentacles. This could be about money or security, a house, or some kind of authority. Queen of Swords. People are learning. Multiple people are learning about a lie. multiple people. You might, yeah, 3 of Cups. Exactly. Confirmed. Okay. You might not see that now, but multiple people are learning about a lie. And Spirit, 4 of Wands. It feels like it's about some kind of stability, resource, or maybe there was a marriage or a celebration, or I don't know. There's something deceptive here about a house, something like that that's going on, or a union. Can you tell me a little bit more about what's going to happen when these people all see the truth? The Sun. Perfect. Everything's out in the open, and it's like things can move on now. Karma is restored. The balance is restored. Things have unfold as they should. It's time. Okay, you are driving this vehicle in some way. Wow, Cancer. This was a pretty clear message. I mean, it started off a little bit strange, but here we are with the Sun at the end. Clarity. So I'm going to go into an extended reading. In the extended, I go a layer deeper into this. We're going to get more details. There'll be less of you. If you're interested in that, link is in the description box below. If you don't like that idea, if you feel like that's a scam and you don't want to do that and what the fuck and, you know, all that shit, then you can just trust that you received all you needed to right here. All right, Cancer. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.